Yo, what's up, GG Nation, GG Legion? It's your fella again, Straussman, the GG, and impromptu, anime time. So it's been a while. I do apologize. You guys have been asking about it. Been trying to get a lot of people on the show. Been trying to get Calvin. Chad's been pretty busy. Chad's done quite a few anime times, so I wanted to mix it up a little bit, do some different ones with you. Luckily, we got Matt back on the show, who was, coincidentally on the last anime time with Your Lie in April. But here, on this episode of Anime Time, what are we talking about, Matt?
I'm gonna cry. It's My Hero Academia, man.
My Hero Academia Season 1 and 2. Thank you guys so much for all the love and support. We're almost at 15K. Got a couple new subs as well. We'll have a new sub shout out on the next actual GG and Friends podcast. That's when I actually do the sub shout out. So don't worry. You guys will get your shout outs on the new sub, on the new actual Golden God of Friends podcast. Well, stay tuned for next week. It's going to be a really unique one with a nice collab with my buddy. So stay tuned for that. But we're going to talk about Season 1 and 2 of My Hero Academia. Season 3 just started. Matt, Mello, Kelvin, everybody and their mama. So many people have told me that My Hero Academia was an incredible shonen, incredible anime. And I was like, okay. And I finally went through it. Season 1 and 2. I started last Friday. And I finished this Tuesday when I did the Call of Duty video, as I talked about it. I know I got the Call of Duty video up on Wednesday because of processing issues. Another story, another time. But that I finished it that Tuesday. Incredible. I have to say, I was kind of blown away. This is a really unique shonen. And but welcome back on the show, Matt. And
Thank you.
Thanks for helping out in Anime Time.
Definitely.
I forgot what episode this is because I didn't check. But Anime Time episode, My Hero Academia. You guys will know in the title screen for sure. But before we delve deep into My Hero Academia, how'd you hear about it and what do you think about it? Like, why do you think it's so good? As I plug my laptop in here.
Well, I mean, I forgot who told me. I think it was my buddy Muhammad. Yeah, he mentioned it to me. And he's like, bro, you gotta watch this anime, man. It's about these superheroes. And one doesn't have powers.
Speak up a little bit.
Alright. One doesn't have powers, man. And it's just, I was so intrigued. He showed me the trailer. I'm like, really?
Yeah.
Let me check this out. Just off the trailer, off the bat, it just drove me into it. I said, okay, I'm getting the feel of this show like I felt in Naruto when I was younger. I said, okay, wow, this is bringing up these emotions.
That's a
this
fair
excitement,
point because it is a shonen.
Yeah.
It is the new shonen. It's supposed to be replacing this, and Black Clover is replacing Naruto and Bleach, basically. Yeah. So it's the new Shonen Jump anime. What really got me into it, all you guys told me about it, and I was like, okay, cool, interesting. I watched a little bit of episode 1, but I didn't finish it.
Okay. For
whatever reason. I just, I stopped. A few months passed by. I finally went back this Friday, like I said, last Friday. Watched it, finished it, and after I got to the second half of that episode, wow. Emotionally powerful episode to the point where I was hooked and I just kept going. I kept going after that episode. Episode 1 legitimately got me into this show. And it's such a unique shonen, and we'll dive into that, but I want to talk a little bit of characters and stuff like that. So who's your favorite character and why? What's... Is it because of the power or the superpowers? We'll explain a little bit. Yeah. My bad. That's my beat. All right? Simmer down in the comment section. Simmer down. My beat. We'll explain My Hero Academia a little bit. What it is, 80% of this world, people are born with superpowers. They have these superpowers. They call them quirks. So it's what they're born with in their DNA. Mm-hmm. So they got to have it in their DNA, otherwise they can't really get a quirk. We'll keep it spoiler free here, but we'll talk about quirks and stuff. But so they're born into this, and this society. The superheroes are basically the you know, like the military in some way. Like they're like police, basically. They're higher grade. They're still police in this world, but quirks kind of make you really, really special. Definitely. And you find out that, you know, sometimes people marry certain individuals of quirks to form different type of children for quirks. Well, we won't spoil who, blah, 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 but it kind of delves into that a lot. The show's pretty deep, but it's about superheroes. But our main protagonist in general, Midoriya, he's called Deku for basically being a runt, and, you know, he doesn't have a quirk. Yeah. You know, he doesn't have a quirk. He is looked down upon by a good friend of his, or they were really good friends as kids, and then soon as his buddy got a quirk, he kind of just became an arrogant asshole. Yeah. Just like straight up. There's no nicer way to put it.
Exactly.
He's the unique version of Sasuke and Vegeta in this. We'll talk about Bakugo in a little bit, but the quirks are really what define the show. So superheroes. So a lot of people want to be superheroes when they grow up with the quirk. What did you think of that in general? Like, when I thought of superheroes and stuff, I didn't expect the show to be like this, like how it was, and I like the setup. But what about you, in your perspective, when you first heard about the superheroes and stuff, what did you think of that?
I mean, it was pretty interesting how they were taking that story as that you were born with it.
Yeah.
You know, not like your normal superheroes where, you know, it's so what
genetically
happens.
altered.
Genetically,
like,
exactly.
You know, spider
experimented,
bite, you know, radiation. Or
this one, you're born with it or you're not.
Yes.
And when I found out that Midoriya didn't have it, you know, it was pretty upsetting because he looked up to one individual.
Yeah,
the
symbol of peace. Who's the symbol of peace?
All Might. That's what
All Might, and he's basically like Superman.
Superman or Captain America.
Yeah, that's what I thought too. Like those two combined, like Superman, like
into one.
He is the symbol
of peace.
You know,
him.
Like where he's at, the crime has kind of gone
exactly,
down.
And you know, everyone, including Midoriya, just looked up to him. They wanted to be him because he's the number one.
Yeah,
and like I said, without a quirk, being, you know,
basically helpless.
Exactly. You can't even get a job from what they were saying.
Yeah, like really he can't. Well, he couldn't go through the Pro Hero Academy and stuff like that. What it's actually named after my hero. But what makes Deku really interesting is that he didn't give up that dream. He wanted to work hard for that dream. Yeah. What do you? Let's dive into characters a little bit. We'll start off with the main protagonist, Deku, Midoriya. New game trailer just dropped today, guys, so go check that out as well. It looks incredible. It looks really good. Excuse me, sorry. But Midoriya, let's start with Deku and how he is quirkless in this world. But what makes him such a unique shonen protagonist in your eyes? Because I want to talk about it a little bit. I'll say my piece after you say yours. I want to see why you think he's really unique.
In my peace of mind, I can kind of relate to him, and probably some of you guys as well, on how he is. He never gives up, and that was his main goal. Even though he didn't have a quirk, he was still gonna find a way to make it happen, to be a hero, his
passion didn't wane because what he was told, you know, his passion didn't go away.
Exactly.
For sure.
And just how he's so driven. And when he finally, you know, fast forward a little bit, you know, when he finally acquires the quirk.
Yeah, we won't say how, but
he finally acquires the quirk. It's just so emotionally bound, you know. And how he takes it.
That scene in general.
Just
when
that scene. Yeah,
he accepts it.
I admit, I teared up. And I actually teared up because how emotionally driven they made it up to that point and how he accepted it.
By the way, all in episode 1.
Yeah.
All in episode 1.
Yeah. And it's just insane. And I couldn't believe it. I said, wow, basically, you're given this great gift. And just, like I said, how he accepts it, how he knows what's the outcome and what's going to be, you know, pertained in the future. It's going to be amazing.
Yeah.
And that's what he saw, and that's what the person who gave him the quirk saw as well. I'm not trying to spoil it. Well,
yeah, we won't spoil it, but you'll
figure it out.
Yeah.
And
it's all in episode 1.
It's all in episode, so you'll see in episode 1.
I'll say my piece now, but we'll rephrase. Chad and I on our episode of Fairy Tail, thank you so much for watching that episode of Anime Time, was the first one we actually talked about a true shonen. Well, our first official episode of Anime Time was Dragon Ball Z, so that was our first actual shonen. But I don't think we explained what really a shonen was. So Fairy Tail we did. What shonen really is, we'll explain it if you guys kind of forgot. Because a lot of you might not watch this type of anime. A lot of you might be like me, you like the really gory, violent stuff. A lot of you might like the really cutesy stuff. You know? The cutesy stuff. Or, the slice of life stuff or stuff like that. Yeah. But this one is a true shonen. It is the next one in line. Supposed to replace, like I said, Naruto and Bleach. This and Black Clover. And maybe we'll do an episode of Black Clover if I can get into Black Clover. Yeah. I haven't watched a lot of Black Clover. Only saw a couple episodes with this fella. He's much deeper into it. But a shonen is about a young boy on a journey to become like a hero. Usually that's what a shonen is. That's what it usually deals with. And Deku, to me, is such a unique and probably the best shonen protagonist, in my opinion, is because of what you said, his drive, his ability to think on the spot. A lot of shonen heroes are notoriously dumb. Yeah. Like Ichigo's dumb, Naruto's dumb, Goku's really dumb. Luffy is really airheaded. Yeah. He's just smiles all the time. Deku's a very intelligent man. Exactly. Or not man, but boy. 15-year-old boy. He has every hero. He has a notebook where he just wrote every hero's power, every quirk.
Trying to find a weakness. Yeah,
he knew how they fought, he is so unique in that mind that his ability to think on the spot in any situation, whether he had a power or not, before he even got his quirk, he threw his life on the line just to save somebody, to save his old friend that does not, give a shit about him anymore. We'll try to tone down the language, kids. I'm sorry, but he is so unique in that sense. It just blows my mind how different he is compared to every other shonen. And to me, he is the true definition of a hero. Even with his entrance exam to get in, to do that certain thing, we won't say what it is, but to save Ochako, like that is true hero. Where a lot of the heroism in this show is corrupt. You want a good job, you want money, you want the fame, because, a lot of heroes don't like All Might. All Might is the symbol of peace. He's super popular. Exactly. Everybody loves him. But a lot of heroes take offense to him because he doesn't, in their mind, he doesn't do the heroism in the right way. He's too much of a show-off in their minds and stuff like that. And that's what makes Deku so interesting to me, because he does not have that characteristics. It's not about showing off. It's not about, being badass. It's just about being a hero. And he naturally has that. And he's so unique. And that's why I think he is a little too much of a crier. Yeah. But damn, I couldn't help it but love to root for him when he got his quirk. Like, it's just that emotion. He needed to hear that from his mom. He needed to hear it from his idol. He needed to hear it from somebody. He didn't get it until much later when he got his quirk. But man, you can't help but root for him and how hard-working he is. Not saying, Goku and others don't work hard. They train hard, but definition of work and training is different in my mind. And that's what makes Deku so good. Like, so good. Good thing I had that recorded. So good. So let's dive into some of our favorite characters. I'll let you start off. Like, who is your favorite?
Obviously, it's Deku, man.
Deku's your favorite out of everybody?
Out of everyone.
Well, besides Deku. Who?
Besides Deku, it has to be...
out of Class 1A or even 1B, there's got to be some others you really like.
Oh, I forgot his name, actually.
Some of the villains.
From Class... Was it B? It was the...
Just tell me his quirk and I'll...
His quirk that, if you say one word, you're...
Yeah, I think he's like a it's Shinomata or something
Shinomata,
or something.
If
It's
you say
Shin
one
or something.
word, you're automatically brain dead.
Yeah.
You're like a zombie.
Yeah.
And once
He
you're
can
in
control
that,
your mind.
exactly. Yeah. Once you're in that state, he tells you what to do. You do
That
it.
was a really good fight too. That was a really good fight.
And that he's probably my besides Deku, he's also my favorite. And if we're talking about villains, I'd probably have to be what's his name?
Stain?
Stain.
Yo, the hero killer Stain arc is probably one of the best arcs
in a while.
Period in this show. Like it's so good. He is an incredible villain. And his quirk is so unique, you know, the blood curdle quirk. If he stabs you, because that's why he does, he's a hero killer. He's killing all these heroes. If he doesn't deem you worthy of a hero, because he like many others sees the hero, society like it is, corrupted and stuff. It's all about fame,
money.
Yeah, it's not about being
the true hero, and that's what he's doing.
So that's why he kills like a lot of fake heroes in his minds, but. His blood curdle quirk is really interesting when, he stabs somebody and licks their blood, he freezes you. So you can't do anything. Great hero. My favorite, honestly, is probably, I'm going to play her mostly probably in the game that comes out, is Ochako. I absolutely love Ochako from beginning to end. Her quirk is zero gravity, so... if she touches you, she can send you flying, and if she does it too much, though, she throws up, which is really funny. But she is one of the main protagonists. She is her and Deku are like best buds, basically. That's another thing I like about the Shonen a lot. That handles the romance really well too,
and the friendship between each other.
The friendship and a lot of shonens are scared of romance. Like, Luffy doesn't know romance. Goku had to be forced into marriage, basically. Bleach kind of got there with Orihime and Ichigo a little bit, but they didn't explore it deep enough till much later, till it was, in the manga, really. Not really even in the show.
Oh, sorry about that, guys. Oh,
Yeah,
man.
you're good. But from the get-go, Ochako saves like Deku. Well, after she is saved by Deku, Deku blushes every time he talks to her because he's really into her.
Oh yeah, definitely.
But towards the end of the show, slight spoiler, end of season 2, she starts to might even realize she might have the same feelings too, because she looks up so much to Deku, and a lot of people like she compares herself very poorly in Deku's eyes because she finds herself a little too greedy, because the reason why she wants to be a hero is for money, but the money is to be used for her parents, because she wants them to have a great life.
Exactly.
And I think that's very honorable. There's nothing wrong with that in my eyes, Ochako. Keep your head up, Ochako.
Exactly. I agree.
Ignore the haters. But she looks up so much to Deku and how far he gets, how far he grows throughout the series. And I really like her personality is super bubbly, super fun, but she grows a lot too.
Exactly.
Like the school sports festival arc when she has to fight Bakugo, and we'll get to him in a second. That arc is wow. Like the fact that Deku had a plan for her, like, he had everything like, oh hey, you could do it. But she was like, no, I need to do this on my own. And I like that. She shows a lot of growth because she really felt like she was using Deku too much, even though she really liked Deku, likes looking up to Deku. But I absolutely love Ochako. Stain, we already talked about. He's really great. I think Bakugo is a really good... it's hard to call him a protagonist because he's not... He's just kind of an ass face. Like, he really is just kind of a... He's really unique. He's very much the Sasuke of this, but he won't. I don't think he'll go Sasuke's path.
Yeah, in evil.
I don't think he's evil. He just he's like Vegeta. He has a lot of pride.
Yeah,
but for really no reason. Like really no reason, and he's super jealous of Deku. Where Vegeta has a reason to be jealous of Goku because he's a prince. He's a king. He's royalty, and Goku's nothing. He was like a worthless runt.
But rises to the top.
But it has some of that similarities in there because the pride thing and the runt thing kind of applies here. But Bakugo, I hope he kind of evolves because he's the only one that hasn't evolved in the whole series. He's just angry, and he's really good. He's really talented. And, and All Might talks about it several times, like, how am I going to get the best out of him? What do you think of Bakugo, and hopefully, do you think he'll be handled better, or what do you want to see from him?
Like you said, he's a prick. You know what I mean? I don't understand his... I mean, I understand, yes, and know of his drive.
Because he has the drive, too. Like, we'll clarify a little bit. Deku and Bakugo have the same dream. They want to be...
the best,
number one. But, like we said, Bakugo, as soon as he gets his quirk at, like, age 5, he turns on, his friend.
Yeah.
He is so jealous of Deku. And then when Deku finally gets a quirk, he is just blown away. And he's, and this is what I love about the series, too, that they let Deku beat him a couple times.
Yeah.
But Deku still has a lot of growth, too. But continue. I didn't mean to cut you off.
No, you're fine. Like I said, with Bakugo, I understand his drive. He wants to be number one, and he's so mad on how the fact that how can Deku have no quirk, and then all of a sudden
probably getting the best quirk,
and enter in the academy and surpassing him. And in Bakugo's mind, it's like, how has he been hiding this quirk the whole time?
Yes, he seems very, very aggressively disdained by that. Why?
He doesn't understand.
He seems so hurt by it. Like, why did you lie to me?
Why did you hide it? Are you trying to make me look bad?
Yeah.
Or is this what drives you?
Which, to me, is the wrong way to take that.
Exactly.
It's really interesting.
You should be happy for him in a sense, but, I guess that's how, the artists and how they portraying, in the series makes that character, and I understand perfectly. But I see a lot in him. I just can't wait for the episode, like you said, where he finally grows. And it's cool. What I like about him, too, he has a lot of different moves.
We're 39 episodes in, and he still, to me, has very poor character development. And I don't want to take anything from the author or anything. I just think that's just who he is. It's hard for hard-headed people like that to admit fault and stuff. Even the final exam arc, when he had to work with Deku.
Oh, yeah.
They almost failed because Bakugo's arrogance, Some of the other favorite characters I want to talk about really quick before I move on.
Mm.
Another one I really like is Sue, Frog Girl. I love Frog Girl, Froppy. She is a really fun character. She really looks up to Midoriya as well. She's one of the first ones to check up on him when he severely hurts himself in the sports festival arc. She's very smart and intelligent, very good at adapting the situations as well, offensively, defensively, rescuing, stuff like that.
She knows how to use her quirk really well.
She's really good at that, and she like I said, she looks up to Midoriya a lot because he grows a lot throughout the series. He starts out as pathetic, and he becomes really good. He becomes really fascinating.
Exactly.
He's, like you said, he's probably the most fascinating character. And a lot of you guys will probably say Deku is the best for sure. And I understand that. But I really, I like Ochako. I like Froppy. I like, Sho. I think it's Sho. The half hot, half ice, half cold.
Oh, yeah.
This guy, I really like him. He's really unique. He really despises his dad. To the point where he doesn't use his right side of the body. He doesn't use his fire quirk at all. Really interesting character. I like Momo a lot. Like, Momo's very beautiful, but her quirk is creation. She can make things out of all her clothings. And, like, anything she can visualize or touch or see, she can make a quirk out of it.
Which is
I think she's really, really cool. She's a really unique character. She has a lot of problems she faces too. I forgot his name, but the guy that has Dark Shadow, that has the Dark Shadow out of the bird guy, like him a lot too.
what was it, like a Tenya? I forgot his name. The guy with the engine on his freaking Ida, right?
Ida's really good. I really thought I was gonna hate Ida when I first met. I'm like, oh god, this outstanding school person, but his drive is really, especially the hero killer arc, with Stain. We won't spoil, but his drive and motivation is great, and he learns a great, powerful lesson in that arc, and I like that a lot. Ida's really good. All the characters. Some of them get very little time, but they get some time to shine, and It's really nice. That's where some of the filler is in. Like, you could tell some of the filler's in for them to shine a little bit. Mm-hmm. The ladies in the class are really cool. They're really funny. Mina is really funny. She's like a pink. She's just a pink, person, like pink person with horns, but she's super funny. Her quirk is acid and stuff. Cool. And she wanted to call herself Alien Queen, which was really funny. A nod to Ripley and the Alien series. I like that a lot. I like Mina. Like, I like a lot of there's a lot of great characters in this show. Like, that's why I feel like a lot of people overlook them, and I understand that, obviously. So, but we'll talk about this character, and we'll move on to like the story and then music, and we'll end it because we've been blabbing for like 30 minutes already. But we'll talk about All Might really quick. All Might is basically, like Matt said, Captain America, Superman of this series, and I don't know if I want to delve too deep in it because I feel like he's a big part of the show, and they should really watch him and Midoriya. We'll just say him and Midoriya is really tied together in a lot of ways. And I like All Might. I like his abilities, but I also like the fact that he wants to be a good person, and he wants to, do the right thing. Even though a lot of people don't see it as the right thing. They see him as a show off. Deep down, he wants to do the right thing. There's the one incident, slight spoiler is that he saved 100 people in like 4 minutes. That was, a big part of why Deku looked up to him. And a lot of kids look up to him. He's the symbol of peace. But I won't spoil anything else. All Might's great. He's fantastic. What do you think?
Yeah, he's one of the best, and just how well he handles his quirk. And in one scene, not even in one scene, what he says is that he wants to be the hero that always stands with a smile, something like that.
Yes,
saves hero with a smile. Always. And they know that you'll be saved.
Yeah.
Once you see him, you're good. You don't have to worry about anything else. All your troubles go away, and he smiles about it. Never in his face.
He's awesome, man. Like, always really good.
Like, it drives me crazy. I get goosebumps, just seeing him and how so much power and how higher you can go. I'm like, what? And everyone else can,
There's too. We won't spoil, but there's something to it now. But you just watch, and it makes the story really good. It makes the story incredibly. So let's talk about that. Let's talk about the story. What about season 1 and 2? Did you like season 1 better, or did you like season 2 better?
Season 1, I believe, was better in my opinion, because something new, and I feel it's more action-packed, more driven in emotional wise as well than season 2 has. Season 2, don't get me wrong, season 2 got me there too.
Season 2 was a lot of action for sure.
All the emotions and everything.
Season 2 was, like you said, I would say it's more action. Like, right from the get-go, they go right into the sports festival.
Exactly.
And it's like action. It's great. It's great.
In season 1...
Very much like my bad. No, very much like Fairy Tail's Grand Magic Games World Tournament and Dragon Ball.
Just like that.
That's how the sports festival is.
I agree. Just like that. That's a good reference. Yeah. Just like that. And like I said, in season 1, it's just the emotional drive, just how it builds up to season 2. It just amazes me, and how well.
You think 13 episodes was sufficient?
I think so. I agree. 13 episodes to see how it goes. How the fans like
it. Because they were definitely playing with that. They didn't know.
They didn't know. Yeah, like you said, they didn't know how it would be, and
it blew up. It blew up for sure.
Instantly. It made me a fanboy. I remember on my car I had the decal of Deku in my car, and many people,
I can't wait to play the game. The game looks super fun.
Yeah, I can't wait day one.
I can't wait to be Ochako and just work people online. Teabag, 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 pause.
What about you, though?
Pause.
Pause.
Pause, pause, pause.
Pause.
Teabag, pause. Pause.
What about you? What's your favorite season? One or two?
Oh, man. Personally, I like season 2 a little bit more. Okay. They were able to go in depth with a lot more characters. And I feel like in season 2, that's where Midoriya really hits his stride because he starts to understand himself and his power a little bit more. Where in season 1, his power was brutally hurtful. Mm-hmm. And he didn't use... He had the right intentions, but he didn't use it right.
I agree.
Where season 2, I liked how he got... this is so cute, and I love this episode in season 2 is when they start going to do their internships. They pick their hero names. They're gonna go intern. Yeah. They're gonna learn to be pro heroes, and they get into some serious, like some of them do, like especially Ida and Sho and I hope I said his name right, but. Correct me in the comments down below. Half cold, half ice.
Oh, it's Todoroki.
Todoroki, yes. Yeah. Todoroki, yeah. And then Deku himself. But I like when Deku gets training from Gran Torino. All Might's former teacher.
Slight spoilers. We apologize.
Little, yeah.
Little hints, but you'll
hint. I won't spoil how it goes. It's just really fun. But I like that series of events, like that Hero Killer Stain arc, which is the second half of season 2. I really thought that arc was incredible. Mm-hmm. But I also like how they kind of, towards the end, after everything's good, and they kind of had a filler episode, and Ochako calls Deku on the phone, and they're talking a little bit. That's why I like how they play with romance a little bit. They're talking on the phone a little bit, because she goes... she goes to a more offensive pro hero because they thought she was going to be more of a rescue type hero for natural disasters and stuff like that. But she wanted to learn to be more offensive. We won't say why, but just watch. Just watch. Exactly. Watch the show on, the friendly Funimation app or Crunchyroll or anything.
Any source you guys watch.
Yeah. But I just like when she called him on the phone, Deku hung up and he's like, oh my god, I can't believe I talked to a girl on the phone, because he always gets red-faced when he talks to Ochako, because he really likes Ochako. But I like how Ochako starts to see him in a different light too, or even the pro hero she was, Gunhead, the pro hero she was interning with was like, is that a boy on the phone? And she's like, yeah, but it's not like this, not like that. She got really blushful. That was super funny. And I really like how they play with that a lot. That's why I like about the Shonen, because it has the comedy, the action, the emotion, and it has the romance. Yeah. You don't see that. You seriously do not really see that in Shonen at all. It's almost like they're oblivious to human emotions, and that's why I like about Deku. Like day one, he was super into Ochako, and they learned they learn a lot from each other. They learn to be better people. Yeah. And better heroes for it, but most importantly, better heroes. But my opinion, I think season 1 was perfect. 13 episodes, great emotion. I will agree with you. Season 1 was better emotionally, like from beginning to end. It really sets you up for this ride. It's a perfect, warm up, I would say. Season 2 it's gonna put you, buckle up. High intense action from almost beginning to end. Another reason why I like both series right now, both seasons, is there's not a lot of filler. There's 1 or 2 filler episodes, that's it. Season 3 kind of started with a filler episode, but we won't talk about season 3 until much later down the road. But yeah, I in my opinion, I like season 2 a little bit better because of the action oriented. It still had some great emotion, especially with Ida. Ida really groaned in that. Really grew, it has better emotion with the ladies as well, with Ochako. Ochako really gets to know herself a little bit better in season 2, and that's why I like, because she is my favorite character of the series. And of course, I love Deku. Deku's fantastic. Well, again, Deku, everybody will be him online, so
of course.
That's why I'm gonna be Ochako. Switch it up.
Oh man, but how about the music? What made you how does the music bring you in? I know. in that anime, because some animes, the music doesn't really fit like the scenes and let's say the
they do this anime
side or anything.
That's a valid point. Like they use some music in this anime a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
While we're not just talking about opening and endings, when actual episodes they'll use music a little bit, which is really unique for animes. You don't usually see that. Usually you see that in movies, anime movies.
Yeah, mainly.
But I think it's okay. Let's talk to openings and endings. My favorite song throughout the whole series is the season 1 ending.
Ending, okay.
The Brian the Sun, the hero song.
Oh, okay.
The ending in season 1, that song was really, really good. The opening I didn't care too much for. Season 2's opening, the first one's okay. The ending is okay as well. I like the season 2 ending, the first one anyway.
Okay.
Because it's for the ladies. They get some time to shine. You get to see them a little bit. Season 2, second half opening, I really, really like. And the ending's pretty good. But overall, I thought the music was good, but not like God tier yet. Like, not yet anyway. I think they picked some good songs that really fit the show for sure. What about you, though? What was your take on the music in general?
In general, if we're talking about openings, I liked all the openings that they ever did, especially now.
We don't cover season 3 yet.
Yeah, don't cover
season 1, 2, sir.
Season 1, sorry.
Bad man. Bad man.
Season 1 has been my favorite opening. In season 2, just
it's good. Like I don't want to make it sound like I hate them. I think they're good, but I just think they're okay.
Yeah, I agree. And just season 2, how they brought the music in the fighting scenes, and the emotional parts in this anime. It just drives you in. You're just staring at the screen in awe, and you can't believe it. It's such a great anime.
Like you keep hearing Matt say emotion, and it's really true. You don't really see that a lot in shonens. Mm-hmm. It's very rare in a shonen anime to see that, but this show really has that, and it has it for the right reason, and I like that. I like that a lot. What are we missing? We covered characters. We covered characters. Story, music. What are we missing from the show?
I think we got pretty much everything.
I think that
covers it.
There was something else I wanted to talk about, but I forgot. I forgot, and I'm trying to remember. But yeah, because there's usually I have an outline for anime time, so I do apologize. We kind of just winged this one. But it's My Hero, like closing thoughts of My Hero Academia. Is it a recommendation for you? Where do you place it in the shonen anime hierarchy for you personally? And what would you give the series? Season 1 and 2.
Season 1 and 2, if we were in 1 through 5, I give it just 5 stars, man. 5 stars.
We'll go to 10.
We'll go to 10 then. Oh, if we're going 1 through 10, for me, it's like an 8. An 8. It's pretty high up there. There has not yet been an anime, in my opinion, that has been at full 10.
Sir, you've been watching the wrong
right,
stuff.
I guess so, right? You guys gotta help me out with that. And overall, in all the animes in shonen wise, if all the animes, I'll pick rank number 1.
You like it better than Dragon Ball?
I would say I like it better than Dragon Ball.
You're a big Naruto fan, so where do you place Naruto in the hierarchy? 3rd?
Yeah, around 3rd. It'll be Naruto, Boku no Hero, Dragon Ball, and then Naruto. And
would you recommend it? Like, is it a must watch?
Yeah, definitely. If you guys, it's a must watch. No, point intended. That is a given. You guys gotta check it out. And you guys see for yourself.
Yeah, I out of 10, I give this. I'm gonna put it high. I really like it. It's a 9.0 for me. This show's really good. It's fantastic. It's incredible. The shonen hierarchy, it is, to me personally, it is a better show than Dragon Ball. But I like Dragon Ball better personally because I grew up with it. So I'm a little bit biased. Don't kill me on that. The shonen hierarchy, I don't really have a big hierarchy. on it because I'm not really, don't throw tomatoes at me. Not a Naruto fan, really. Not really a One Piece fan. Not really a Bleach fan either. I liked the first season of Bleach, but I didn't really get into it after that because when they kind of got away from the horror aesthetic and went more to a more into the Soul Society and stuff, I thought it was okay. And then there's a whole bunch of other shonens that are not shonen jumps that I really like Fairy Tail and stuff. But 9.0, highly recommend My Hero Academia. It is incredible. You can watch the first 2 episodes for free on the Funimation app. Free to download. Go check it out. Season 3 is streaming right now. Episode 2 will be tomorrow. I'm going to get this vid up right away. My closing thoughts is fantastic shonen. It changes what a shonen really is. And I am blown away by this show. And I'm kind of glad I waited, though. Because so I could just watch all the episodes. Mm-hmm. If I didn't wait, I think it would be hard for me. Because I would have to wait till every week. Like, even now, after watching season 3, episode 1, I'm like, shit. Like, I had to wait. And the same thing with Tokyo Ghoul season 3 that I'm watching. I watched the second episode, and I'm like, alright,
damn it.
I gotta wait, and it's hard. It's really hard on me. Like, it's okay with anime that are, like, 13, 10 to 13 episodes. That's okay. I can wait a week for that. Yeah. It's fine. But when you're doing 25 and these bigger shonens, I want to go through it. Yeah. And I did that. I got to do that, as you guys saw with My Hero Academia. I told you, I went from Friday and I finished it to Tuesday. Boom. Incredible show. Go check it out. Seriously. Shout out to Mello. Shout out to Matt. Shout out to Kelvin. Shout out to everybody that told me the show was great. And you guys were right. It's really different. It's such a different shonen. It's incredible. And I hope this episode of My Anime Time, Anime Time, of this Anime Time kind of showed our passion for the show. And I hope, you guys see it. And I know there's a lot of you are like me and you probably didn't watch it yet because it's like, I want it to get a little bit further. But watch it now. 38 episodes is sufficient enough to get you into this series. Go check it out. Funimation, Crunchyroll. You know where to go. Go check it out. Your fella Strauss and the GG. Matt, we're outie.